Hello, my name is Daniel Severia, and in my group is Jordan Ilchert, Julian Posh, Ashika Seth, and Nicole Verdone, and this is our literature review synthesis matrix for Ed 106. Basically, what we did was we each read an article pertaining to resilience in children, came up with three main points, and had sources to back up those points. Two of the three main points mainly have to do with treatment for at-risk children to help build up resilience, and the last one is a main focus on a type of issue that causes this toxicity of the environment around the child, which is home issues. So the first main point is about mentors and guardians. The first source, Article 3, talks about proactive parenting, and it shows that a guardian uh, with a child with at least one caring parent or family member, in turn guardian, show more resilience, so a good support structure. Article 4 talks about a specific case where a child has a mentor, caregiver, a social worker, and an advocate and a counselor. And when all of those are assigned to a child, each adult has a specific role to help and support the child, gives them a big support system. Third source in Article 5 talks about Anna Freed's volume War and Children, showing how children rarely showed traumatic shock when a parent was present, and also that caregivers' reactions were important for the children reactions. In source 4 in Article 2 talks about kind of negative way of a guardian affecting a child, talking about parents being not encouraging. It was found to be a cause of children having social anxiety, and also if a parent was being overprotective and having social anxiety themselves, it normally makes the child more likely to get social anxiety. Talking about community involvement, second main point in Article 3 talks about influences by the community, friends, and family, helps higher the self-esteem of the child, and further community support makes the child ask for help more often. Article 4 talks about specific types of community involvement, kids getting involved in specific schools so that they can build confidence, art schools, sports, they themselves getting pets, going to church, and meeting other kids outside of the care system. And Article 7 talks about a main issue on why community involvement is not a big way for helping children, because funding is not strong in this area. So maybe bringing awareness to that is very important to this cause. Talking about home issues, in Article 4, it talks about a four-step plan, and part of the four-step plan talking about protection. The care system, it protects each child based on different backgrounds, helps them from being abused or in danger. It also gives them compensation like health care or therapeutic support to help reduce stress because of post-trauma. Talks about a way that children facing specific issues at home are able to be protected. Article 3 talks about a specific case of a 14-year-old Swiss girl who needed to raise all of her siblings, care for her alcoholic father due to her mother not being around because she was mentally ill. Talks about her specific home issues and how she was able to be happily married due to her building up her self-resilience. So it talks about how children facing home issues, the cause is not lost exactly. Article 7 talks about a specific study done by Plomin and Rende, and talking about dismal and proximal environmental risks. Dismal is more, or distal, excuse me, is more kind of non-directly related, while proximal is directly related. Such as an abusive parent would be a proximal risk because it directly affects the child, while parental lack of education will be more distal because it affects the family income, the kinds and amounts of reading material. So in turn, that affects the child but not directly. It lowers the standards of education in the household, which is also harmful to the child. So thank you for listening to this literature review synthesis matrix.